Alright, welcome back to another episode, Omni After Hours on the House of Rags. Now, the reason we're sitting inside here, it's summer in New Zealand and we've had a beautiful couple of days. We brought the car around to do a comparison video on a couple of car shampoos, and as you can see out there, that's not wet because it's been washed. It is bucketing down, or not anymore. It is drizzling with rain. So, what we thought we'd do, the Range Rover here is very, very dirty. I think the inside is as clean as it has ever been because Glenn's got a biobomb going off in there at the moment. But we have, look at this, we have some dirty wheels on here. Now, typically what we'd say when your wheels get to this stage, and I think it's a little bit of a cop-out that we use, is, we can't do a rinseless wash now because in order to clean a wheel like this, that's this dirty, we need to blow it out with a pressure washer. Now, we actually haven't really tested this myth. Like, I know Glenn has done a few rinseless washes on the wheels, but what we want to do, we've never done it on video, so we're going to show you that you do not need to take a car out when the wheel is this dirty and do a pressure washer, full bucket wash in order to clean these wheels up. We can do it with rinseless wash. So the one we're going with here today, Detail Co, Nemesis, doesn't matter which one you choose. We have tested so many of these now. There are so many great options, and even on the House of Rags website, take your pick. There's 4 or 5 really banger options on the website. We're using Nemesis because it's the latest, greatest, V2. And what we're going to do is clean up this wheel. You see that? I cracked into that easy. I think
that's good. You got through the kitty lock on there.
Yeah.
So these wheels have just got your typical dirt and grime, a bit of brake dust, etc. These aren't like toast wheels. These aren't like been off-roading, and so these aren't the dirtiest you ever see. They've just got your typical, I don't know, once a month sort of dirt and grime on there. And so, I mean, sure, if these wheels were dirtier than this and you'd pushed it way too far, then yeah, the rinseless then the pressure washer is definitely the method of choice there.
I think the argument where you definitely will want a pressure washer is if you have severe brake dust, which is built up, particularly on the inside of the calipers, like that generally will need high pressure water in order to flush it out. But if you're looking at the cosmetics, like doing a superficial clean of the wheel, absolutely, we're not going to blow that out. We're not going to be able to easily clean the barrels without making a big mess.
And the wheel arches won't get that clean either.
Yeah, correct. So we're not going to be able to blow those out as well. But if you just want to get your wheel looking nice again and getting it cleaned, you can do it with rinseless. I mean, we could get this looking pretty fantastic, including the barrels, but we're going to make a big mess. Like, we could get our full wheel tool. So we're going to ignore the barrels, but everything else on here is going to look fantastic. So what we've done here is we've mixed up our rinseless. So we've done about 70 millilitres of the Nemesis in the bucket.
So 256-to-1 dilution.
That's it. And then we have a solo sprayer here. We're going to be a bit lazy today. We're not going to use the IK. We're going to fill this up. And we're going to use this, the pre-treat.
Got all of our usual wheel tools in the bucket there.
Yeah, we do.
And we're going to treat this like it was like a soap bucket wash like you would normally do.
And be expected to make a bit of a mess. You're dealing with brake dust here. So it's not going to be clean. We don't need to fill this up the whole way because we're not going to use it all. And then what we're going to do here, let's do a little pre-treat. We'll do the tyres as well. We're going to make a mess, so just putting that out there. Pretty easy to clean up on the concrete floors in here. If you have like marine carpet or something, yeah, probably wouldn't recommend doing this inside. So let's just let that sit for a little bit. Let it start to break down, encapsulate, emulsify some of the dirt on there. And then we'll get to the wheel tools and start scrubbing away. All right, so we're going to scrub these wheels down. These tyres, should I say. And I mean, if you've got a reasonable tyre sealant on here, you should be able to maintain it nicely using the rinseless wash. And then you can add another layer back over the top. And then I think we'll start with a caliper here, and we've just got our lug nut brush. And you'll see the rinseless, you get the lightest foaming action on there at that 256-to-1, nothing crazy. Hence, it's not going to be important to rinse this away when we get to the end. We are going to want to dry it, but we're not going to have to try and blow out like all of these suds that we've got in there. And I mean, look, you can do a reasonable job here on the caliper. The area you're not going to get is like inside the caliper where you need that high pressure water, but if you're just trying to superficially clean up your wheel, This is going to be more than enough. There's some big calipers too. And then we've got our lambskin wheel mitt here. So it'd be interesting to see how this would perform on something like a BMW or an Audi that seems to like get that really bad brake dust buildup. Like this is not a harsh cleaning chemical. It's not going to break it down. You're not doing any type of iron removing as you go here. I can feel the dirt coming away nice and easily here. And I mean,
These wheels are generally pretty easy to clean. I mean, they're quite a wide spoke. I mean, the other Range Rover we had those real narrow spokes, really hard to clean. And actually, the narrower the spoke actually allowed more dirt to accumulate in between them.
Yeah.
Whereas here we tend to get a lot more sort of water wash, and these generally stay cleaner than the other variants. So,
and as you can see here, like if I wanted to clean the barrel, I could get my hand in here, even with the mitt, and I could. Look at that, I could clean that barrel. So definitely possible if you have wider spokes like this to do a pretty thorough clean. And actually, looking at that, you're not going to make the hugest mess. If you don't pull out like your easy detail brush, you could get your hand in here and quite easily clean. And you're not leaving a whole lot of water in there that you're going to need to mop up. I wish this was white because you would see this go in dirty and come out clean. Especially because I'm not sticking to the strict one dunk. I'm doing the dunk and the dunk can move around.
I think this is the easy part, like getting the liquid on there, getting your tools in there and cleaning it. But now it's like, what do I do now? Do I flush it out with the solo spray, and then how do I go about drying it? So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think you use some drying aid. I think you use a drying towel here, and I think that you just understand that your barrels are going to still be a little bit wet at the end. But I think the wheel itself, you should be able to get all the face, the tyre, everything pretty dry. Do you know what? It's really easy to see as well using a rinseless wash where you've missed. If you had soap on here, you don't know till you get to the drying stage where you've missed, but I can see pretty clearly on here any areas that I need to go and hit again, because the rinseless just isn't hiding it. See that slight foaming action? Nothing crazy. You can get a rinseless to foam if you work hard at it. Okay, so these wheels have no protection whatsoever on them, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Yum ceramic. This is actually the first time we've used it. Full bottle here. Apply a little bit of drying aid to the wheel, and then we simply dry this off. And then, I mean, we can have a look. Given we haven't really stripped heavily away any of the tire dressing on here, once it's dry we can have a look to go, is it fine, can we continue, or we can add another layer on. We'll just mist a little bit of this on here. And it's just, oh, that smells good.
And this will just give us, you know, it being a ceramic drying aid or a ceramic topper here, it's just going to give us a little bit of extra protection. Don't know how long it'll last, but it's also going to help aid in a little bit of lubrication with our drying towel.
Yeah, it feels slick. It feels nice. And it's interesting, you wouldn't typically dry your wheels like this. Like normally we're pulling out the leaf blower, so this gives us another opportunity here to actually make sure that we haven't missed any bits on the face of the wheel, because we can clean them with our drying aid here. All of these Yum Car products smell really good. We're just starting to have a play with the full lineup, and pretty impressive.
Yeah, there seems to be a big emphasis on smell.
Yeah.
A couple of other UK brands that we've had, their smells aren't as good as Yum, so I definitely think he does have the better smelling products out of the UK, so kudos to him for that.
I mean, that didn't take us long at all to do a wheel clean here. A little bit of dirt there.
It's more of a superficial kind of clean. You got the faces looking good, add a little bit of protection, good to go for another week or so.
And then we can dry the tyre down as well. And I think where we're at this tyre here, probably is time to add some more tyre dressing. But if we step back there, 10 minutes, and we've got a superficially clean tyre. clean wheel, clean caliper. What we don't have, if you kind of look through there, is the barrel. The barrel is going to be that difficult thing to do. You can do it. You are just going to take a lot more time doing it in the rinseless fashion than if you were taking this car outside. You can see through here.
And then also our wheel arches. I mean, we could have got our mitt in there and clean those wheel arches there. But I mean, one more drive out in a bit of wet and we'll be back to square one again.
So there you have it. You can clean your really dirty wheel with rinseless wash with a couple of caveats that we just discussed there. You don't have to use Nemesis. We really like Nemesis, but we also like quite a few other products. Rinseless wise, that House of Rags have right now. Probably the other one that is a big favorite for us is the Rinseless by Yum Cars. And then obviously, first experience using ceramic SiO2 spray sealant. As you can tell there, we didn't use much, only a couple of sprays. So looking forward to putting this product to the test as well. Thank you for tuning in this week. We are about to embark on a new little project with House of Rags, which is a lot of versus style videos. So we're going to put processes, products, probably each other up against each other and do some battles to figure out what is the best in the world of detailing. Thanks for watching. Make sure you use the code OMNIGARAGE to save 10% off your order at the House of Rags. That does give us a little kickback in the way of commission as well, but also saves you some money on your order. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Catch you later.